Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Piper Academy. I'm your host, Army Piper, coming at you every Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you guys the news, the markets, the charts, and everything you need to have knowledge, because knowledge is profit, guys. Thanks for joining us here today. We've got a lot of news coming out, a lot of bearish news. We broke under last night on Bitcoin, and it's continuing to drop down to the downside. We're going to be looking at those charts here in a second. But guys, the sell-off pressure is real. As Thumbnail said yesterday, is there more pain coming? Well, it looks like the answer to that was yes. And I do think that we have a key level of support that we've got to hold that I'm going to show you on the charts today. And if we do not hold that key level, we're going to be looking at $32,000 Bitcoin. So stick around to see that. We're going to get into the news. But first, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the entire community out there that was watching on Trade Wars yesterday. It was an amazing show. But you guys, your amount of love and support that you gave yesterday was phenomenal on the show. First off, I had a 1v1 sudden death challenge against CryptoFace, the infamous market cipher guru, creator, and an amazing trader. Awesome dude. I got to go on a 1v1 against him. I beat him, which was a great honor just to be in that position that I, stood toe to toe with CryptoFace. And then secondly, the end of it when there was a poll for voting out, and I was saved by the community. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate, mad love to you all. You guys are the MVPs here in the Academy. But let's go ahead and bring up my partner in crime today, OC Guy. TradeFly is out for today. He will be back tomorrow. Still off doing the fiat mining. I got to work that real job for a day. But OC, we got you here in your 8-bit glory of Mexican internet, and it is great to have you on, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. Hopefully the audio is not that messed up. I know I'm a little bit blocky there.
I get no reactions today.
Very fun. Yeah, it was a very, very fun episode yesterday to watch. It was so tight. And yeah, just like you mentioned, you won that one-on-one. So shout out for Army Piper there. And yeah, I mean, we are also hitting the bottom of a channel that I was looking at Bitcoin. So let's take a look at what you got for us today.
All right, let's do it, man. I do want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat. You guys, I love you guys being here, man. Thanks for joining us every day right here on Piper Academy. You guys make everything that we do worth it. And if you are new here, this is your first time showing up, hit that subscribe button. Right down there, hit that subscribe button, and you get notified every time that we go live if you hit that notification bell right there next to it. And then, of course, if you get anything out of today's content or want to show your enjoyment of anything that we talk about here today, hit that like button, get notified every time we go live. Let's go ahead and jump over into the news. Guys, we've got the news today. It's a little touchy, and this is going to be one of the things that I'm going to show you here at the end. Is going to be this article here, but first I do want to jump over here and let's take a look at the crypto bubbles. Guys, Bitcoin down 11.9% right now for BTC for the month. This is for the month. Ethereum down 5.8%. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the daily, see how the daily's looking here. Bitcoin down 5.3%. Look, Hex down 20.3%. I told you guys that don't mess with that stuff. Hex 19.3%. Alts getting wrecked. Junk alts getting extremely wrecked. So Sand down 9.3%. We'll just go ahead and scroll down here and take a look on the daily here. 5.3, like I said, 8.4% for Ethereum, taking a massive punch to the gut there. BNB down 5.6%. Solana down 9%. Cardano down 8.7%, 9.4% Dogecoin, 10.1% for Avalanche. And the pain just continues here, guys. ICP down 10.9%. My portfolio totally getting smashed right now. I think I'm still sitting at a little bit of profit, very little bit of profit at this point, but that's okay. I'm in this for the long haul. This is a long-term hodl for me, so I do believe in the future of crypto. So it's okay. We're going to be all right. We're all going to make it. Wag me, right? Let's jump over here and take a look at the liquidations here, guys. In the liquidations, past 24 hours, 137,099 traders were liquidated. The total liquidations coming in at $357 million in the past 24 hours, guys. Largest single liquidation happened on Bybit. It was Bitcoin, USD. It was $5 million liquidation. So, ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Let's go ahead and look here, guys. Fear and greed coming in at 50 right now. It's neutral. If you guys don't know, this has been sitting in greed for a while. We are finally to neutral, still not fearful yet, which is strange because I would think that a lot of people are scared right now. This is the proof of the believers in the crypto system that understand the 4-year cycle and Bitcoin halving. Because I would guarantee you, if what just happened not months before the happened and it wasn't in that couple of months before the halving event, we would probably see fear right now. But a lot of people know that the halving's coming, and this is all transient. Guys, the markets typically do retrace 30 to 40% right before the halving. So we'll take a look at that today too. Let's go ahead and jump over here. Taking a look. This is the earnings reports for today, guys, for my stock people out there. Netflix, 3M, GE. Who else we got in here? P&G's in here. West Banco, Johnson & Johnson, that's your big ones, GE, Verizon, Texas Instruments. So, guys, come back, take a look at this later so that you know who's earning today. You can just snapshot this and carry it. Tomorrow, Tesla, that's going to be the one I'm watching tomorrow, is that earnings report on Tesla tomorrow. So, let's take a look at the economic calendar. Nothing major going on in the economic calendar today, so at least we don't have that to add to everything. But on Thursday, we're going to get durable goods. That's going to be here in a couple of days. Durable goods orders month over month, and the GDP growth rate quarter over quarter. And then Friday, we're going to get core PCE. Core PCE is a major one that the Federal Reserve looks at for their calls to either cut or increase or decrease or pause, I should say, rates, right? Which is coming up. So the PCE is on this Friday. Next Wednesday is the FOMC. January 31st, we're going to see what's going on with that. So this core PCE going to be vital. Right now, currently coming in at about 0.1%. Consensus and forecast is that PCE will be up. And if you take a look at what PCE is, let's zoom it in here. Core PCE is the prices in the United States that exclude food and energy. So they're actually saying that the price of stuff is a little bit higher this month, and that we will be looking at a little bit higher inflation. So we'll have to take a look and see what that comes out as. So that is on Friday again. So jumping over here, guys, Greyscale GBTC continuing to see massive sell-off, $640 million in outflows in a day. That is what they got going on here. Let's jump over here and take a look. The Bitcoin ETF market witnessed a dip of around 20% with outflows picking up. Greyscale GBTC leads the charge, witnessing $640 million in outflows in just one day. According to Peter Schiff, the biggest loser in the market is Fidelity with a fall of 32%. So the crypto community eagerly watching the economy following long-anticipated Bitcoin ETF launch, analyzing the market moves. However, recent reports unearthed that outflow is picking up. It's actually increasing. James Seifert here said, woof, bad day for Bitcoin's ETF. Overall, in the Kentucky Derby, little humor there. GBTC saw over 640 million outflow today. Outflows are slowing. Flows are not slowing. They're picking up. So the sell-off is getting real, and you can see everybody here that he had on this. With the SEC's approval of the spot Bitcoin ETF, the ETF market and crypto community has been anxious about the Kentucky, they misspelled it there, Derby. Kentucky Derby is a term mentioned by Bitcoin analyst Eric Balkunas. So, but right now, Peter Schiff, just so you guys know, and I was going to show you this over on Twitter, but it's actually right here. All the spot Bitcoin ETFs are now in bear markets, defined as a drop of 20% or more by peak. So technically, in a mini bear market, the biggest loser. Oh, come on now, you got to go back to it. I don't even know why it did that. There we go. The biggest loser is FBTC, which is Fidelity, down 32%. I think the VanEck Bitcoin Trust should change its symbol from HODL to GTFO. So there you go. that is what we got going on there. Let's go ahead and jump over into X marks the spot, guys. I got a couple of announcements in here that I want to do. First off, here's another reason for some sell-off, guys. This is coming from Coin Bureau. Defunct crypto exchange Mt. Gox is reportedly preparing to refund its users. The repayment will take place over 2 months and could total 200,000 Bitcoin. That's not $200,000 in Bitcoin. That's 200,000 Bitcoin. There are concerns that the repayments will add to the sell pressure from Greyscale's Bitcoin ETF. So that on top of all the FUD, as Coin Bureau said here, now one can add Mt. Gox FUD to the mix. So there you go, little Mt. Gox fear to add to everything else there. Also, guys, tonight, Crypto Billy, if you've you ever been quoted in a book? So that is the question. You ever purchase a book with your name in it? Come join us tomorrow, which is tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, and make history. Billy Goat Tells, Chapter 10, the chapter's theme tonight, love. Last week it was... I don't even recall what it was last week, but it's been on honor. It's been on rarity. Rarity, I believe, is what it was last week. So how rare is things? Guys, this is an amazing, amazing show. Great members of the community stopping here. We even had Charles Hoskinson that dropped in a couple weeks ago. So yeah, Billy Goat Tells tonight on X. It'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come check us out. Come and get you some Billy Goat Tells. Let's see what else we got going on here that I wanted to show you here. Peter Schiff, we already talked about that one by Peter Schiff. I think that is it, and X marks the spot. No, I had this. Here we go. The question is here, guys. Stay on the screen, thank you. What is your Bitcoin price that you would find every way possible to pull together funds and buy? I saw this. I thought it was quite funny because Magic Internet Money, guys. Magic said, I'd sell my family jewels for $3,000. So there you go. That's how much he wants that $3,000 Bitcoin. If it hits that, he's selling his family jewels. But shout out, I wanted to bring this up because Magic Internet Money is going to be right here on Piper Academy this Friday, special guest Friday this week. Magic Internet Money, going to be coming on, dropping some knowledge. I will tell you, I think he might be a bit more bearish than you guys think. So we're going to be bringing him on, and he's going to be talking it out with us. We're going to have a little discussion about Bitcoin in general, but a lot of other cryptos. So if you guys got any questions, be ready for them on Friday. Magic Internet Money coming to the stream. So that is what we have there. Let's go ahead and jump over here. Coinbase gaining momentum in legal battle against the SEC. Let's go, Coinbase. Get it, get it, get it. I love seeing this. It is fantastic when you see the SEC in a losing position up in the corner against the ropes, getting the crap beat out of them. 70% chance of a full dismissal is now predicted for Coinbase. Let's get into this real fast. Bloomberg senior litigation analyst Elliot Stein has expressed confidence in cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase's chances of success in its ongoing lawsuit with the U.S. SEC. Stein has estimated a 7% probability that Coinbase will secure a complete dismissal of the lawsuit in a recent post on January 19th, shared on a platform formerly known as Twitter. It's like Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince. And now it's the platform formerly known as Twitter. Stein initially believed that Coinbase would likely be able to challenge certain SEC claims, but might struggle with allegations related to its staking rewards program and overall operational structure. So after a 5-hour hearing there, when I entered the SEC versus Coinbase hearing, I thought that Coin would probably succeed in dismissing SEC's primary claims regarding trading, but perhaps not those related to staking and broker claims. So to be fair, they have been trying to get their licensing approved by the SEC for quite a while and have gotten nothing back. So I think that's actually going to add to the case also. But yeah, looking at a 70% chance that guy right there, Mr. Armstrong, not the Ben type, but the Brian type, looking, got a grin of winning there. He's ready. He's like, is this getting ready to happen? Yes, it could be. 70% chance of it, Mr. Armstrong. Let's jump over here, guys. This is going to be our big headline today. 3 reasons why Bitcoin might fall to $35,000, and it's okay. So some analysts in this article here were talking about it, and they said there's 3 big reasons there. It's BitMEX co-founder Arthur Hayes' recent activity suggests that he anticipates Bitcoin plummeting below the 40,000 mark. Well, good job, that happened. As evidenced by his purchase, he put options with the strike price of $35,000 set to expire on March 29th. Guys, why is this relevant? It's because March 29th is the final closing date for the month for options calls right before the halving. Halving's in April, so this could be the final push down before we go into the halving. His predictions aligned with the technical analysis that showcases Bitcoin's struggle to maintain its foothold above critical support levels. So the rationale behind the bearish outlook can be dissected into 3 key factors. U.S. Treasury's quarterly refunding announcement. That's the FOMC on the 31st, which I talk to you guys about all the time. That's coming up. It's going to be here next week. This event is vital as it may influence the liquidity on financial markets affecting risk assets such as Bitcoin. 2, option market activity. Option market activity. Hayes options purchases indicates a strategic bet on Bitcoin's decline, signaling a lack of confidence in the digital gold's short-term prospects there. So, and then we've got lastly, Greyscale. So you've got, just to sum this up, FOMC economic data, options market activity, a lot of people calling for strike options down there at 35,000 and below. And then lastly, what we just talked about, Greyscale selling activity. Number 4 that's not in here is the release of the 200,000 Bitcoin that Mt. Gox is getting ready to push out also. So, guys, a lot of things indicating more downside, and you can see there, nice little fall on that chart. Passings looks like a major EMA here. I'm not even sure what it is, but it's actually passing one of the moving averages there, breaking it. We'll look and see, try to figure out what that is. But the shift in Greyscale operations emerges from 2 factors. High management fees. Greyscale's 1.5% yearly fee is significantly higher than other ETF issuers. And then GBTC's discount closure. Investors who previously purchased GBTC shares at a 40% discount are seizing the opportunity to exit at a break-even point. So I don't think they're going to realize that that was not their break-even point when they see what Bitcoin can do after its halving. But the ongoing sell-off by Greyscale is expected to apply downward pressure here on Bitcoin's price in the short term, lasting a few weeks as the market adjusts to redistribution. So they're calling for this to only last a few weeks, maybe a month. While the immediate future may appear bleak for Bitcoin, guys, this is where it matters. With the possibility of descending to Hayes' predictive levels, the fundamental attributes that make Bitcoin a distinctive asset class still remain unchanged. So that's why I wanted to point up there. Let's get you up here, OC. What do you think of these articles today? Is there anything you want to talk about or bring up here that we can lay out for the people? So.
Well, not much. I mean, the articles are pretty clear. I mean, everything is kind of like a bearish, although I do see that we right now are into a support zone. And if you guys remember, I do have a little chart where I have a big sideways range, and then another chart where I have 2 up-ranging zones, right? So in both of those charts, we're hitting support, and also in the daily, we're hitting dynamic reactor. So despite all of the bearishness, I do see a possible zone where we could be bouncing at this area. Other than that, I think the articles are pretty straightforward. I am also looking for a cheaper Bitcoin and getting ready to jump back in on that. And by the way, I did not shout out the rest of the people that was also saying hi to me. So French Toaster, Lunar Beaches Crypto, Lex Calibur, Mark Dot, we have GIS. Thank you guys so much. I'm trying to not open another window because of my blocky internet. But guys, I'm reading you, and thank you so much for your welcoming.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Lunar Beaches Crypto. Shout out to Alexo Crypto. Shout out to Crypto Pollo. Cluck, cluck, my man. What's up, my bro? Sailor, did just buy. So evidently, Sailor just bought, according to Aaron here from the Chart Prime community. Lex Caliber's in here. Lex G, what's up, bro? It is a chance to buy for your hodl bag, and that's why I've got me some extra sitting around. So you all get your caps. I love it. We have caps now. That's beautiful. We have caps. Shout out to Crux working in the background, grinding away all this greatness for our community. So you guys, you don't have any idea what we still got coming up. Wait till you guys see what we have coming up for a Discord community membership stuff. And there's like all kinds of special things that those people are going to be getting, monthly giveaways, AMAs, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, can't wait. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts, guys. I talked about $32,000 Bitcoin. Why did I talk about $32,000 Bitcoin? Can I prove that on a chart? I can. Let's go ahead and jump over into it and let's see how that's looking here. And we will lay out why I think that that is a possibility. First off here, Bitcoin, US dollar. Let's go ahead and go to my favorite chart. Well, first off, Bitcoin coming in right now, 38,628. Just so you know where it's currently at. We did lose our trend line here. Trend line, we broke that and headed down. You can see we even lost the beautiful trade range and the predictive ranges. And right now, it looks like we're losing our lower support band. If we lose that, very likely heading down to at least 36.8. So there's that. But let's jump over to the chart of charts. So let's see what we have here. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so taking a look here, guys, at this chart. Sorry, I had to give ZTS some direction. I'm getting all kinds of messages on Discord, and I have no idea why. So it's either somebody from the show or somebody that don't know that I'm live, and I probably should just block them. Because if you don't know I'm live right now, you're getting blocked. Let's jump on here and take a look at what we got going on with Bitcoin, guys. We've had the rejection here on this chart. This is my long-term layout chart for Fibonacci channels here. For those that might be new and have never seen this, I still got to show it every time. Guys, there it is. Fibonacci chart channel going all the way back to the history of Bitcoin, okay? So just so you see where we are right now, I've got my phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 charts going on here, and I want to show you what's going on. If you take a look here, you will see that we got rejected off of this platinum pocket. That platinum pocket is going to be your 786, 48,566, rejecting down, getting a bounce on the golden pocket here. And it is now looking at right now at the 618. If we lose this, we are very likely heading down here to the 50, which right now is at $32,500. And down it's going to go if we cannot hold this range. This is relevant for one reason only. That would be us doing a phase 2 into a phase 3 and back into a phase 2. I told you guys I had restructured this new cycle that we're in, and it was actually coming into matching up more like we had previously. Where we had our rejection on the 786, went back down into a phase 2, and then post-halving went back to a phase 3 for that retest on the 0.66 here. If we take a look at where we are right now, looks like that could be the case also, and that we're going to run into phase 2 again. I would guess that we're going to hold the 786 as the bounce up, because every time we have ran towards that 786, we have gotten a movement to the upside. So it looks like that may be what happens here. We come down to there, test that 50 right before. Let's get rid of all the Mexican spaghetti, brought to you by OC. Come down here, get this bounce, and then bounce up to 786 into the phase 3 for the next cycle. So that's what I would expect to happen. But right now, yeah, guys, we're looking at a 32,000, 32.5 to be fair. Look here, and if we break that, I stand by what myself and what Alex O said the other day, that this level right down here on the 786 would be about 31,800. So if we do not hold that 50% horizontal on there, running right here across, then that would be the bounce at 31,800. So guys, strap in. I do think that we could see some more downside. If we don't, blessed be, glory to all, because then that means that, you know, my hodl bag makes more money, but I am prepared for those low levels. Hope for the best, expect the worst, and that's what I've got there. OC, I'm going to kick it over to you to do a little bit of some TA, bro.
Absolutely. So right here, you guys can see my old chart that I've been looking for a couple of months. Remember that I was looking at this special pattern that we have A and B. So basically, then we have A and B. Then we have the approval of the ETF, and then falling back down. Where did we fall back down? To the dynamic reactor, and had a little bit of that fake out. So let's take a look at here where we are at this point. So we are almost there from the dynamic reactor. And also remember that I am expecting a little bit of a fake out here or passing through the dynamic reactor. And I can see that on my oscillator down here because I still have a little bit more to go before I get oversold a couple of maybe some divergences, which I don't think that we're going to be having at this point, and then reversing. Another one that I showed yesterday in the charts, it is part of my investigation for geometry patterns in Bitcoin. Let me bring that up very quickly here and give you guys a little reminder that I was looking at weekly. Yes, weekly. Let me double click here and wait for it to not show anything. All right, I'm in Ethereum.
Come on back.
All right,
there you go. You're looking good.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, so basically I was looking at this drop happening all the way to 29 or somewhere around there, which again lines up very, very nicely, not only on the previous high to the retracement that we have had over and over and over, but also with Army Piper's entry. So as you can see, we always have had a little pullback before that, before the halving event. So it is happening, and I do also believe that we could be going somewhere around 30 to 31 to 29K or somewhere around there. So that's what I got on Bitcoin Piper.
You said how down to what? Say that again. Down to what? 29K?
29K.
29K. So you do realize if we break $29,000, we have broken the 786 that has never been broken on the horizontal channel, on the Fibonacci channel, right?
Yes. Although, and let me kind of like add to it. You see this wick that is right here. I do believe that something like that will happen, like a very quick and fast wick, kind of like a fake out there.
Okay, so I could go with the wicking. If I see a weekly close below that, it's gotten very bad. We're in bad territory, in my opinion. So, shout out to Alex O Crypto. All of that constant dinging of messages on Discord, all courtesy of Alex O Crypto sending me each line. Do not message me during my live stream. Each line he sent as an individual message on there. So. Alex, love you, bro. Let's go ahead and let's jump back in. I'm going to take a look at some more charts here. I'm going to take a look over here at Ethereum. So let's grab this and let's get Ethereum up here and let's see how Ethereum is looking. First off, before we do that, I do want to show you guys the Dixie getting some move up today. But overall, NASDAQ holding strong right now after hitting its all-time high there. ES1 getting some green side up today. US 30 dropping down. So the Dow Jones getting that sell-off today. They literally just yesterday hit their all-time high, record high ever in history. So they are getting some downside there today off of that sell-off. So let's go and check out Ethereum. There you are. There's Ethereum. Ethereum, guys. I did say that we would likely come down to the platinum pocket here and that long-running trend line, and maybe we'd get a bounce there. That's what my hope was. Well, we did come down. We did get a little bit of a hold there, like I thought we would on that golden pocket. But then we came down and crashed completely through the trend line here. If you guys don't know what this trend line is, I'm going to put it on daily just so you guys can see. This is a long-running trend line that goes all the way back to November, I should say, of 2022. So this is a little over a year old right there, November 21st, 2022. And you can see every time we've touched it, it has gotten a nice bounce there. We broke down below it. But even here, we had at least there was some action. Like it hit it, it closed above it, hit it again, tried to fight. There was a fight here on price action. Guys, we had no fight on price action. It literally just went whoop, like somebody just ate White Castles the night before. I'm just saying. If you know, then you know. Glorious coffee. Guys, if you guys want to like amazing coffee, check the description below. It's I don't get anything for it. I just promote the channel, a station for him. And he has amazing coffee, but it's that legendary aviation coffee down there. You guys should check it out. They're just no bitterness. The coffee is so freaking good. It makes me stop talking and doing TA so I can get a good cup of coffee. Looking here, though, guys, we did drop below that. Right now, holding on that trend assistant there. But I suspect that on this daily, we're probably going to be heading down here to about that $2,100 there. That's going to be your dynamic reactor. Also, sitting right there at that range. Guess what I didn't do, guys? Lock your freaking fibs. There you go. It's going to be right down there about that 50% line that I would be looking at it coming down to if it breaks that. Again, if we break the 50, bearish zone. Below the 50, bearish. Above the 50, bullish, right? And that's what I'm watching there is that range, about $2,000 to $2,100. I do want to turn off all of our other indicators here just to see what we could be looking at here. Let's go ahead and throw on the moving averages here. Right now, guys, right now, this wick on the daily, this is hitting our 100-week exponential moving average. And again, if we break that, probably coming back down to test that 200 right there in line with that 50. If we go back and take a look at where we've gotten a lot of this price action from in the past, it has been the 200 and the 100. There's our 200 right there, touch. Where is it at? Right there, we had a fight to get back above it. And if we go really far back, you will see that it was the 200 that we lost that really sent us on the downflow. There it is. You can see the 100 here on the way down. It was the 50, the 100, the 200. We came down, tried to hold the 300, could not even get back to the 200, and that is what kept us down the whole way, the 50 pushing down. You can see the plays here multiple times. So the exponential moving averages of the 50, 100, 200, and 300 absolutely playing here. And right now, the 100 is our support level. In line with what we just saw there for confluence of the trend assistant. And yeah, guys, it's not looking pretty. Let's go ahead and check out the oscillators, see what we got going on here. Oscillator getting a little bit low, but you can see on Ethereum, still not getting anywhere close to the very bottom. Put it on the 4 hour here and see how that's looking, and it's probably going to be sitting down there at least in that range. Let's get rid of all of these brush marks, because I am not a Picasso. There we go. Taking a look at, yeah, we got a lot of oversold down here, but overbought, I should say. But we are not oversold. Oversold blocks at the bottom, not getting the oversold symbol yet. That would be the OS that we're waiting on there. And it does look like the oscillator ribbon is about to flip and come back down again. So this is in line with that higher time frame that we're looking at, where we're breaking that zero line, giving us indication that we are likely heading down here to the bottom of this. We have not been down there since August of 2023. So it'd be a nice, good cool-off time. Also, RSI coming down, just now hitting that 30% line on RSI Prime. We can get down well below this, as you can see back here, hitting all the way down in the tens. So we still have quite a ways to go down on everything. On the oscillators, still got support ranges sitting below us that if we do not hold our current levels, which I don't think we're going to, could be looking at that again. That level coming in about $2,100 on Ethereum now. OC, let's kick it back over to you, and let's see what I'm going to check out the chat. So
they request you, L. Jones, as CTS rhythm. Can you ask RB Piper if he could share his BTC chart with that weird looking fibs on it?
Yeah, he wants me to share it, but I'm actually going to be doing a video on it. I've got part of it done, but I'm going to be releasing it, and it's going to give a step-by-step of how to place that onto your chart. So you guys can literally, I don't want to give you a fish. I'd rather teach you to fish and feed you for life than to give you a fish and feed you for a day. If I gave you that chart, great, you got the chart. But if I teach you how to place that Fibonacci type style onto your chart, then you can do it forever. And I would rather teach you. That's why we have the academy. That's why you guys are the alumni. We teach here. So, yeah. But L. Jones, I got you. I promise it is coming.
Absolutely. So, guys, let me show you something that I was tweeting yesterday. So, I said, as expected, the Google in market is making it to the top to the channel, looking good for a non-financial advice entry, just a hair more. So, what happened there? All the way up there, ringing that little resistance zone that we had going on, and now we have almost there the completion of that bounce. Basically, we are looking that we are still bullish, so just be careful on this movement. It could easily just come back up and then break that trend line. But let's figure out exactly where where could that go all the way back down. All right. So first of all, I have this lines that we have that is the prime. Oh, sorry, I just went out of my mind. The prime ranges, and I'm going to be marking them there. Also, let's turn on support and resistance and predictive ranges, and we have a soft order block all the way here, and also we have another. Oh my God, what's happening to me today? Predictive ranges right here. So I'm seeing
It's okay. I
retracement.
got tongue twisted on overbought, oversold. It's all right. It's because we're watching our portfolios fall. OC.
Oh yeah, it's because of the internet, right? It's making me slow again.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah. So it is kind of like a somewhere around this area that I'm looking for Google retracement, and I would like to kick it back to you, Piper, but also say that afterwards I do have Algorand and also Woo that they are playing out very, very nicely. Since
Yeah,
yesterday.
I've got Rune pulled up right now. So go ahead and take Algorand while you're up there, and I'll take Rune next.
Absolutely. So let me click here on Algorand, and remember, guys, that we were looking at my head and shoulders lines. Remember that I feel a little bit more comfortable, kind of like working around triangles or symmetrical, non-symmetrical, but like patterns like that, right? So I came up with this kind of analysis, and we were grabbing this entry for the short. I was taking already some profits as the show ended. When I took those profits, we were right here. So basically, all the way down here already, going for a possible look at where's our next loud order block. All right, but do not be scared if you are in, holding algo, because we could be having an early bouncing zone, which is this fair value gap with the resistance all the way down here at 0.14. When we are at that area, I'm going to be dropping again my next analysis to see whether if I'm going to be keeping that short or I could be just closing it for good. Why? Because we have this double bottom here. And if I start seeing flipping, then I could be expecting that it's not about the breakout. It's about the retest and a possible movement around this area for then a possible continuation. But once we're here, that's when I start making my next assessment on Algorand.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to jump over here real fast because I went ahead and had you do Algorand while I was looking at something. Because I told you guys earlier, I like full transparency. I will never, ever hide any of my stuff from you guys. You're never going to get scammed or rug pulled by me. I am going to be 100% transparent with you. Guys, take a look. Here's my coin gecko. I thought I might be in the profit. I'm not in profit as of this morning. I'm down about 0.5% right there. So that is what I'm down, 0.47% total profit and loss on my P&L. My Bitcoin still up a little bit here. Let's bring that in so you can see what it is. Bitcoin still up about 7.74% even with current price, so that's okay. My Ethereum down about 4.89%. Caspa still up. I'm still up on Caspa profit. Solana still in profit by 22.5%. A lot of the stuff I was buying way early in October. Well, I should say way early in late October. There you go. 38% on my Avalanche, 23 on Cardano. But a lot of these still down a lot. Stacks down almost 20%. Polygon down about 14%. So the reason that's relevant, I want to show you guys why this is normal and why I'm not concerned about this for the first time in this cycle that my portfolio has been in the negative, because I pretty much started when we were still in profit last cycle. Let's jump over here to Duo camera fast. When we were still in profit last cycle, I started realizing, okay, this is the breakdown. We're getting lower lows. I started into shorting right about the time I stumbled across OC guy and Chart Prime, and I pretty much shorted the entire market down with low leverage, very high amount trades, like $10,000, $20,000 entries on a 3X. So shorted the entire bear run, was able to call when we pretty much hit the bottom due to a daily divergence that occurred. Called that out in the community over there on Chart Prime, and then started longing all the way up, sold off at about $31,000 before we had the pullback. Was in Bitcoin at that point, moved all of my alts into Bitcoin. Before the pull up to that 31K. So that dominance was taken off. I was like, I feel safer in Bitcoin right now. It went up, sold that, sat on cash, making 5% APY during that pullback retracement. And then October of 2022, I told everybody over in the community, and I can pull it up here just in case any of you have not seen it. I got receipts. I'll always show you guys receipts. This was posted on, let's see here. October 23rd is when I posted this and said yesterday at about 2:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I alerted the Investing Bros community that I was moving in on some DCA. So there is those. I said, started DCA, leaving plenty of dry powder. Thought I'd let you know. And I gave another link, another list of what I was actually trading. And then started buying heavily. This is the first time since this moment. Actually, it's the first time since last cycle high that I have been in the negative, and it's going to be okay, guys. At the end of the day, you just got to breathe and if you're invested in something, I would hope that you have belief in something, right? I believe in Bitcoin, and I believe in the 4-year cycle, and I believe that we're just doing what it normally does. So before I jump into algo, let me jump over here and show you guys something, because this is relevant. We're going to go back here and take a look on this master chart here. Let me turn everything off so that there's no drawings. There we go. And then turn all that off. There we go. We're going to go back and take a look at the previous cycle highs. I do want my drawings on, actually. Turn back on. Because I want to show you guys where we get these pullbacks from, okay? Looking at the daily here on this chart, that one there. Looking at the weekly here, I should say, on this chart. Let's go back to the previous high. Previous cycle here. There we go. We had this pull up here, right? Now, I don't think we should count this pullback here from the COVID-19 crash. I don't think that that's relevant. It's a black swan event. But if we go from up here where we got rejected off that 786 down to the low, that was a drop of 53%. We had a 53% drop from the 786 rejection. Let's go back to the previous cycle before that. Let's take a look at that 786 rejection there. There it is. It's right there. 786. We got a little bit above it and then came down. But if we measure this off from the peak to peak, that drop was a 40% drop. So 40 to 50% drop, right? If we take a look at where we just rejected now, I just showed you guys at 786. It was a 786 again. If we do let's do it. Go ahead and drop a 40 to 50% here. That would put us, a 33% pullback would put us at about 32,500. A 40% would break us past that 786, which would be a very bad thing, and that would put us at about 28,000. So there is OC's $28,000 prediction call based on pullback. I personally think that it's 32, 31.8, because if we break the 786, there's a very good chance that we could be going down to test the rest of the bottom, the rest of the platinum pocket, which would be down as low as $21,000. Guys, I'm still not going to sell my crypto that I have. If my portfolio goes into the negative that much, it's about time, not timing. And I'm just going to hold on to it, add to it. DCA is the way, right? So I just wanted to show that. Let's go ahead and jump over here, get back into the TA that you guys asked for, though, and let's do a little bit of Algorand today. So let's get everything turned back on. There we go. And let's get into Algo. Come here, Algo. Dude, should I get a dog and name him Algo? I love that name. Algo, come here. All right, let's go take a look at Algorand. I think I'm going to look at it on Binance, and we'll do a fresh, clean chart. You guys can see how I lay some fibs and stuff here. Let's go do that. All right. Oh, Algo. Algo, what are you doing? Algorand breaking that 200-week exponential moving average. That's not a good sign, guys. Let's go ahead and put on some fibs, and we'll do this first. We're going to go from the high here. And actually...
huge head and shoulders there.
Yeah, it is. I was just like, actually, there's a head and shoulders here. It's exactly what I was going to say. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Geez, what would that drop down be on there? Let's go put this on here. Let's do that. And then let's go measure this and see what kind of move we're looking at here, because that is ugly. Let's do this. Let's grab this and pull it down. Guys, that would be a 9.8 cent Algorand. Putting this down for a retest of almost the bottom. I don't know that seems a little exaggerated on a drop for me, but if Bitcoin drops down to 21K, guys, anything is possible with Algorand.
Yeah,
altcoins are going to
absolutely.
get wrecked. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look, though, what I was going to do with the TA here. Let's go ahead and pull on, and let's take from this bottom point here. And let's go up to the top and see what we got here for fibs. That is my fib strategy. I need to go to my platinum pocket and golden pocket. There we go. We're at the golden pocket right now, guys. If it can't hold this level, and it looks like it's decently holding it, but remember, if Bitcoin sells off more, we're going to break this on Algorand. It's just how it's going to go. Most alts are going to follow that center of gravity pull that is going down there. So right now, we're holding the golden pocket at about 15 cents there to 14.5 cents. If we break that, be expecting that we come down to that 12.37. Let's go ahead and throw on what we got going on here with the indicators from Chart Prime, and then we're going to take a look and see what we got here. Right now, if it's loading, are my predictive ranges off? They might be off. No, they're on. Where are my oh, they're hidden behind the fibs. They're literally falling online with the fibs. So there we go. Let's take that off. There we go. Yeah, it looks like we lost that upper trade band there, and down it's coming right now. Looks like it's heading down to about 12.3 cents on here. And then the last thing that I want to show you is the oscillators. Let's go ahead and throw that on here. Click off all those brushes. There we go. And let's see what we got going on here on the oscillators. We are sitting oversold. We have printed an oversold, and we are way down. Algorand might be one that bounces if Bitcoin can go sideways for a bit right now. And right now, where it's at would be a fantastic entry point. We do have a bullish divergence that printed down here on the oscillator. We do have the oversold. We did get the uptrend. It looks like we're about to do a double bounce, and look how tight the cloud is getting down here. So if Bitcoin holds sideways and doesn't dump, if Bitcoin either goes sideways or up, Algorand entry for a long would be right now. You can see we've already gotten both of our take profit check marks from that strong sell-off indicator that Bitcoin, that Chart Prime gave, and it does look like we could be at a bounce point right now in the golden pocket. Yeah, that's what I got for Algorand, guys. I hope that helps you out. Oh, I knew there was one more thing I wanted to do. Let's go over here and grab a fixed range volume profile just to see if there's anything in here that could give us indication of a point of control. Point of control all the way back down there at that 10 cent mark, guys. So, and we lost on a beautiful rejection, that value area high right there. So, oh, yeah, guys, you might be seeing a 10 cent. If Bitcoin continues down, Algorand definitely heading down to that 10 cent range. And that's what I got there. OC, let's kick it back over to you. And I think we got time for a couple of more. I'm gonna chat with the peeps for a second. So here you go.
Absolutely. So looking at EGLD, basically we are looking at the Wyckoff range that we have going on here. I was expecting a pullback all the way here up to the dynamic reactor. Remember, this X is because I was not expecting or minus this area, right? So we did not hit all the way target there. So that is adding to the bearishness that I'm expecting or that we are having at this point. Let me just draw a center on this channel here, some center-ish, right? So we are making that pressure to the downside. We are breaking right now this area, but there's something to kind of like give me a little bit of hope on EGLD, and that is the Wyckoff spring. So what is a spring? Basically, is when we break all the way down here, go back, and then close inside the channel, and that gives us a huge opportunity that go back and retest at the top of that channel, which is going to be very close to next again to that dynamic reactor. Is it for sure? Absolutely not, because we are breaking in past to this where I was expecting the spring But let me turn on a couple of indicators. And here, first of all, I'm going to be looking at that my first resistance. It is the center of this downtrend channel that is being forming. So I could be bouncing there, but that is nothing major, right? But what is major, it is number one support zone right here at 4760 that we are right now. So if we lose that area, which hopefully we don't, we are going to be going all the way down to 37.9 on EGLD. So be ready because we could be having, if we are closing back into the channel, I am longing. If we're losing this area, and I'm shorting, and I will be taking a position on EGLD. So for that, I'm just going to be adding another alerting here just to tell me when we break through that area of support. And also I'm going to be adding another alerting here just in case we are bouncing and making that Wyckoff spring on that range that we got going on there. So that's what I got on EGLD. Piper, would you like me to throw it back to you, or we're going to do another analysis?
I'm going to jump over here to my chart real fast. Taking a look here at CleanSpark, guys. Fellas, we came down. So I think it was last week. It might have been early. Yeah, it was last week. I was talking about CleanSpark getting that rejection off the platinum pocket. And then we got another rejection out of the golden pocket. I said, look, if we can't hold this 50, then this would be the line. I drew a line at $6.40. That's where we came down perfectly and touched on Friday last week. We're getting a rejection right here off of this delta median here on predictive ranges because we're into a new predictive range. You guys can see how early those levels print out on the price action. That is one right there, one right there. You can see very short time frame. It looks like we're getting a rejection on that delta, which if that's the case and we come down here, if we don't hold that 640 on the 382, that would have us targeted to come down here, which would be at $5.42 is the next level that I'm seeing below us on CleanSpark. Also, at the same time, guys, we're also running very, very flat ribbon line coming up. OC does that whole 45% thing. If it's over 45% angle on that ribbon, then it's bullish. And if it's not, then it has a potential of downturn. It's very flat. That is not a 45-degree angle or greater than. So it looks like it could be getting that bounce off of the zero and rejection. Again, rejection off that delta line. I would be looking, if it doesn't hold the 382, to be coming down to $5.43. So that's what I got for there. OC, I'm going to kick it back over to you. And shout out to everybody giving ZTS Rhythm a hard time in the chat. That's my son, and he needs it. It toughens him up. So help me toughen him up. Make him the man he's born to be, guys. Get him.
So guys, not everything is bearish and CTS rhythm. My support is with you, brother. All right, but we're not getting that much of a bearishness on TRX. And that, guys, this is a daily chart. Look at that beautiful movement. So if you're looking for something, I'm not saying that it's not going to be dropping, but if you're looking for something that is kind of a little bit more solid, this could be it. Not financial advice. All right, not financial advice. Because me, TRX is not something that if I bought it, it's not something that I'm going to be keeping, all right? So just so you know, let me just make sure that I do have 43 on my settings here. And now we can see that we are up ranging. Look at the beautiful MP signals there, basically calling the tops on the bottom. So very, very nice there. Are we bullish or are we bearish? Well, then we are pretty bearish at this point. We need to be a little bit careful there. But let me turn on my support and resistances to start looking where we are at this point. So I do see a big support area, but also we have the money flow POC. So wherever we are getting somewhere around here, I'll be looking for maybe leap off the ribbon. We're almost there at the bottom. Let me make that one right here. You can see that we are almost there at the bottom. So I will be looking for the FOR in here. So the flip of the ribbon at support. So we are almost at support, almost also at the FOR. So looking for a possible short, let's say small, short time long in there, if that gives me the pattern that I'm looking for. So not all very interesting to see TRX pumping for the daily. And that's what I got for you, Piper.
Nice. I threw ZTS Rhythm up there. He just wanted to wave at everybody and tell him hi, because he appreciates hanging out with the alumni every morning. So wave hi to him there, ZTS. All right.
Hit the like button.
The mic button.
The like button.
Oh, he said hit the like button. All right, let's jump over here. Let's talk this out and head on out of here, because we're getting pretty close to the wrap up here. Guys, at the end of the day, long story short, if Bitcoin cannot hold that $40,000 range, we are going to be heading down lower. That is a psychological number, first of all. Secondly, it is also going to be that key level of support from previous price action history. So that's what we're going to be watching closely today. If we see anything, of course, follow us over there on X below OC's name. And we will be dropping some stuff over there on Iron Piper, maybe over on Piper Academy. And check all the links down below. You guys can get 45% off our indicator suite, Chart Prime, best discount in the market that you can get, and also 10% off the best coffee on the planet, Legendary Aviation Coffee. So, OC, you got anything for the people on the way out, bro?
Not much, just to say, guys, thank you so much. It warms my heart up seeing you guys here participating, shouting us up. And you are a great community. I always enjoy reading the side chat that I have here. Just so you know, I'm not responding because of my bad internet. I will need to open up another window, and I don't want to get more, like below 8 bits, right? 8 bits, it's kind of like my stop loss area there. So just to say thank you, guys, and turning it back to you, Piper.
Awesome. Appreciate you, brother. Guys, if you enjoyed the content today, go ahead, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Get notified every time we go live. We will be back here tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you guys the news, the charts, the markets, and everything you need to have knowledge. Why? Because knowledge is profit. Appreciate you guys being here. We'll check you out tomorrow. Don't forget, tonight, Billy Goat Tales, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on X Spaces. Come join us over there. We're going to be talking it out and spreading some community joy. So if you ever wanted to be in a book, you ever wanted to be quoted on something, get up there, request to be on stage, drop your little history. You don't have to be anyone major. You don't have to be a Charles Hoskinson. You can be, just a normal, everyday guy that loves crypto. And Crypto Billy over there, always making room for the people that love the show so much. So, guys, we'll check you out tomorrow. Thanks for joining us here today. Until next time, guys, trade safe. And as always, use a stop loss.